We as social workers appreciate and value the different and diverse qualities of individuals, whether it be race, class, immigration status, sex, sexual orientation, culture, religion, the list goes on and on. We know that individuals are all unique and that they shouldn't be discriminated against. And no single person is just one of these things. We aren't just our race or our gender, but we all show the quality of intersectionality, which is the interaction of different qualities within an individual that unfortunately does cause interaction of different discriminations. One might be both female and Hindu and be discriminated against because traditionally in society it is said that a woman is more inferior than a man, and also because Hindu isn't the traditional religion of Christian, which is typically defined as an American point of view. There are many different examples, and there's some behind me, but the possibilities are infinite, and every individual is not the same in any quality of intersectionality or diversity. And we as social workers employ these to help combat discrimination that is unfortunately in our institutions, such as schools, jobs, and even values, perhaps the most important. Values aren't only what is taught to us through our institutions, like our schools and jobs, but what is taught to us when we're growing up, what our friends around us think or our peers, and that greatly influences how we treat other individuals. And because this has been built in to America since it has begun, it's very hard to get rid of this discrimination and oppression that has been in the systems for so long. But that's why social workers are working together through organizations like the NASW or even the International Federation of Social Workers, which works on a global level to combat this in not only our home country, but all of the countries around the world. Our ethics and values and competencies also teach us this, along with policies that will likely be in any place we work as a social worker. So not only should it be our value to help these individuals, but we are also told specifically that we need to employ this as a part of our job, otherwise it would be unethical. And we tell our clients that these different parts of them make them resilient because they might be both female and Hindu. They are resilient in more than one way because they still live their lives and prosper despite setbacks that they might have in their jobs, in their schools, all these institutions that have employed these values. We tell our clients to build on their strengths, and we find strengths within them to show them that they really can advocate for themselves, which is our ultimate goal. Although the social worker is a vehicle to help the client change their lives and change the world around them, we do need to tell our clients that these different aspects of them are not inferior like everybody else tells them, and show them that they can really change these aspects of society. And we don't only do this on a client system level or a micro level, but mostly macro, because we need to work with communities to employ systems that will sustain and not just die out after the social worker stops helping them with this. Communities need to start organizations that discriminate against the discrimination and say that this isn't okay. Some real-world examples of community advocacy or individual advocacy would be Wangari Maathai in Kenya, who started the Greenbelt movement to combat deforestation, but also empowered women and attributed the quality of feminism to paying these women small wages to plant trees and decline deforestation in Kenya. Also, Loretta Claiborne, who has an intellectual disability herself, found strength in the Special Olympics system in which they told her that she can do things despite her intellectual disability, which was the exact opposite of what she had been told her whole life. And we know that despite these setbacks or despite these different qualities within individuals, they are just as capable as doing whatever the ideal in society may be. And it is important that we let our clients know this, not only because they have been told the opposite their whole lives, but because we know that it's true.